Okay, here we go. Today, I have a very special guest, actor Mr. J. Brazeau. Hi, how are you?
Fine. Good to talk to you.
Okay, my first question is, how did you get started in acting in the entertainment business? Were your parents actors, or were you just fascinated with the entertainment business?
I know it started was a long time ago, like around the 70s and that. And I had, stupidly, I had quit school twice. I had a grade 11 education, and I was looking for a job, and I was working at some hotel or something, and then, I could see the guy I was working for was going to be retiring, and he wanted me to take over, and I thought, oh, this is crazy. I'm young, and I got my whole life ahead of me, so I quit that, and I ended up joining a band, and I went from being in a band to doing the kind of folk singing circuit, and then one day I had a friend who was in a kind of play or something, and he asked me would I like to be in the play with him, and I said, I don't know, man. I haven't done any acting, So he said, well, we need somebody to play guitar, to play some of these songs. Well, yeah, I could do that, but Billy, I don't know about acting. Our actors are crazy, right? He said, well, if you're in the play, I'll give you a line. And I said, well, what's the line? And he said, it's screw the cops. And I said, okay, I'll do it. Because this was like the 60s and the 70s. Everybody had long hair, and everybody was trying to figure out who they were and everything. Yeah. So that was my first sort of gig, doing that. And I just sort of met these other crazy guys who were just involved in theater. And we had a kind of summer project or something, to do plays for free or something. And I just started doing that and just started hanging around because I looked a little older, and I was a little bigger, and I started losing my hair already. It was a lot easier for me to put shoe polish in my hair and all that and pass as an older guy to get the real older guys. They were too expensive.
Yeah. Plus the 70s.
So that's how it sort of started. It sort of just started on the stage, just doing that, I kind of enjoyed that kind of thing.
Yes, and but you're mostly a character actor, right? Are you considered a character actor?
Oh, yes, definitely. You wouldn't see me playing Romeo. I don't think so. And I'm kind of glad about being a character actor because nobody's necessarily going through my garbage at night or anything. They sort of, I run into people all the time. They really, they said, I know you're from somewhere, and, I'll say, well, was it from this, I'll mention a movie, and they say, no, not that movie. No movies. They're from somewhere else. No. They just sort of, I think when you start doing a lot of television and stuff, people tend to believe because they see you in their house. So when they see you on the street, they say, I know this guy from somewhere. And then other people, like when I was in Stargate and things like that, people do, I'll get a shout out on the street. Hey, Harlan, come try ya. Stuff like that. So that's really cool too.
Yeah. And you mentioned Stargate. I used to watch that show. I loved Stargate, and in fact, I interviewed another actor who was a part of that show. And
and who's that?
Tony Amendola.
Oh yeah, he's a real nice guy. He's a very, very good actor too. We never really worked together, but we were at a sort of like kind of Stargate convention. I think I don't know how many years back, but. So it was a chance to meet some of the other people and everything. It's a funny thing, you could work in a movie series like for 10 years, and if your scenes are in like another part of the movie or the series, you may never actually see each other,
Yeah. Let's see. What is the most challenging part you find being an actor?
Most challenging part in the beginning is a lot of people, it's called dealing with rejection.
Yes.
Because when you got people, you're going into an audition or something, people look at you and think, oh, he's too fat, I don't like, he's got bad skin, he's got enough hair, I don't know, and he looks something, I don't know if he looks sort of like I'm American or something, it looks, I don't know. And so you're always getting people looking at you, are you too tall, too short, whatever. And that's just the way it is. You know, you have to be able to put up with rejection. I mean, I am the way I am. In the beginning in life, I had a lot of problems because I was like an overweight kid and sort of be picked on and stuff like that. And, kind of a quiet guy and everything. And I never really found myself for a while because I didn't really like myself. And it took me a long, long time to just learn to be myself and to say, well, this is me. This is how it's going to be, I can't change certain things about me. It's just the way I am. And you can accept me like that, or you don't have to. And that's okay if you don't want to do. That's okay. That's what life's all about,
Yes.
A series of meeting different people and stuff like that. And then once you start to be happy with yourself, it makes things a lot easier. You don't have to go through a lot of those depressions and things like that, or just trying to make yourself better for somebody else, I mean, you can be the nicest look. I mean, it's like when you make, here's an interesting thing, that you're making a film, you could be the most beautiful person in the world. But if you go on the film set and the camera's turned on and the camera doesn't like you for some reason, you don't know why, just because of the composition of your face, the way the shadows fall and everything, it makes you look not as beautiful. And on the other hand, people who you wouldn't think are very hot and everything, and you see them and I go, wow, look at that.
Yeah.
And it's an incredible sort of thing,
Yes, and I've talked to a lot of actors about rejection, and they always tell me, do not take rejection personally.
No, that's true. You can't do that because it's just and then sometimes, you have to go beyond. When I first started in the business, I was the first kind of jobs I got was like, fat guy in circus, angry fat man on bus, or overweight man running, or third fat guy, stuff like this, right? That's what the way they see you, and so the way they get to know you. And that's the kind of thing people are. I mean, that's a lot of this racial thing, and I mean, it seems to be happening now in the world. People are seeing you. Are you black? Are you white? Are you this? But they cannot see beyond that. And and we're all black. We're all white. We're all French. We all come from the same place.
Yes, that's true.
And people have to be able to see that. In order to live together. And once you can recognize that.
Yes.
A lot of times, even in relationships, when you're with somebody. When I, in the beginning, when I first started dating and seeing people and going out with the different girls and stuff, I tried to change myself for them. I tried to be somebody else, and then it would never work out. And it was only till I just said, "This is it. This is the package. You want it, buy it. It's not from another store."
Yeah. Yeah. You can't change yourself. You have to be who you are.
Oh yeah, you wake up with a birthmark on your face, or you are shorter than you want, or it's you have to get your pants made in a different place because one leg's shorter than the other. It's just the way you are, and you can go through life hating that, and it becomes a real problem with life, and it's not liking yourself, and you're getting angry and stuff like that. And then you have the other people who are the most beautiful people in the world, and they can't believe that, and they're always still trying to change themselves and everything. It's you have to, accept yourself. I was lucky, and that's when I started acting. I started finding people who accepted themselves. Hey, I'm a crazy actor. I'm crazy. This is the kind of thing. I work strange hours and all that. And, sometimes you're going out to lunch with somebody you're working with, and it could be like a 6-year-old and another 105-year-old, and I'm in the middle there. And you're all enjoying each other and having the same conversation. It's not like, I only stick with people my own age. It's a totally different kind of thing, and that's I think the wonderful thing about being in the entertainment business is that you run into so many people. I'll meet somebody and I'll work with them for 20 years, and then when I see them 20 years later, it's just like the last time I saw them. We continue our conversations from then, and just how you been? It's really an incredible thing.
Yes, it is. I've talked to a whole bunch of people with my radio show from different walks of life, actors, and just, it's wonderful, You meet a lot of people in this business.
You just can't really take it too seriously. And this is something I learned to realize later on in life, that I was an actor. When I first started the business, I would just look at all the lines I had and everything, and how many scenes I was all trying to be big and try to, find out whatever being successful meant, But now, as I got older and I had kids, I learned to realize that it wasn't all about me. And, when you first had kids, they don't care if how long you worked in the day or how many lines you have to memorize. They're hungry. They want to be fed. They want the diaper changed and all that stuff, You got to be dad. You got to be that,
Yeah.
And you learn to realize that acting is just really something you do, but isn't necessarily who you are, and that makes a big difference.
Yes. You're a human being, first of all, Then there's the other stuff.
Oh, exactly. You're a student of the world. That's how it is. And we all have to learn to realize that, we're all here to learn. We're all here to share this. I mean, we've got a great life in North America. It's really incredible, isn't it? I mean, we have a lot of things that people have nowhere near,
Yeah.
And so we're very lucky.
Yes. Let's see. What was your most favorite role being an actor? Was it Stargate, or what was your most, your big break?
My big break. Oh, that's different thing. Well, one of my big breaks was, I think, a while ago. I was in a film called We're No Angels. It was written by David Mamet, and it had Sean Penn in it, and Robert De Niro, and John. What's John's name? I can't think of it now. It wasn't Step Brothers. John C. Reilly,
Yeah.
and Demi Moore, and it was written by David Mamet, directed by Neil Jordan, who just directed The Crying Game, and I was there on the set for about 4 months. So it was a great thing, but it sort of just proved that when you're in a thing like that, you begin to get worried about stuff like that, things and everything. But after a while, you realize, De Niro is Bob, not Mr. De Niro or maybe Mr. Penn. After a while, you're there doing the same thing, and you're just doing a job and everything, and you're normal people, And I mean, it's kind of funny because you're sitting there going, "Hey, Bob, what did you do this weekend?" Well, went to what's the place called the Arts Club in Vancouver. You've been there, we do the world's worst De Niro. But anyway, it's kind of a surrealistic kind of feeling because you're talking to these major people, and you're worried that I was worried it was going to be really different and everything, But it wasn't. They're just normal too. They go to the bathroom. They do all the things that we do, right?
Yeah.
And all the different things, and just that was a real eye opener to me. And once I was able to sort of, I guess, handle myself, a lot of casting people said, "Oh wow, this guy did this. Well, he must be good. Well, if they cast him in that, they trusted him, and he didn't screw up. Well, we should get this guy." So it's really a collection of, you look after a while at the things that people have done, and you just assume that, and I would assume that, I really love working. I love working with people, and I'm there to have a good time and to work hard, and that's what you are. You're going to become a respectable performer,
Yes.
somebody they can trust and have around. It can be on a crazy time on a movie set, From the moment you start a movie production, if you say, "I'm going to do this thing," you're already behind the clock. You're already losing. It's losing down. You've got to catch up. It's like a runaway train that's running, and you just got to, stick with it, or you fall off. It's an interesting sort of process,
Yeah, and it's interesting, and as you said, working with these big names like Robert De Niro, with my radio show, I would have never imagined where I would be today, 4 years, I started this 4 years ago, and I would have never imagined where I am.